Critical tool getting ahead in this game of preparation is Tupperware. It is critical to get up in the morning early or go to bed a little bit later at night and cook your food and pack it. A lot of bodybuilders go off track right here. So what I'm going to do today is show you this is how it's done. So you get yourself some Tupperware. Doesn't have to be really flashy. First thing I would do for years is get up in the morning and follow some basic disciplines that just end up becoming a habit. And as a result of becoming a habit, you end up feeling like your day isn't complete without doing these things. In the beginning and over the years, I never spent a tremendous amount of time sorting out minutia details like sodium. Those are details that come later on. Is it 10 grams of protein more or 10 grams of protein less? I can take a bag of a frozen vegetable. It can be string beans, broccoli, throw it in the microwave.
As Kai expounds on the fundamentals of bodybuilding, the temperature in that cramped kitchen keeps rising and rising. By my estimate, after 20 minutes, it's at least 120 degrees in there. I, in my light t-shirt, am soon drenched in sweat, yet Kai in his hoodie and knit cap seems unfazed by the sauna.
I have to ask why you're running the other burners at the same time. Just to use some water today? Water weight?
I'm very comfortable in a very warm environment. I used to be in here doing cardio with the oven on, my sweet potatoes cooking, all the burners on the stove on, place so hot, I think the devil was sitting over there talking to you. Like, do you really want to do this cardio? Sweat just pouring. The audience would never see that. They'll see you on stage the day of the competition, though, and see you, you know, receiving top honors, and then say, I want to do that. I want to be that guy. And that's why I think it's so important to show this like this, because when I grew up and I looked at the magazines and I saw this stuff, I saw the celebrated athletes of the day with the big contracts, and I saw that. I saw them in these nice kitchens, you know, able to cook each meal fresh, you know, and they're more comfortable, relaxed, calm, kind of explain these things to the camera. And I grew up thinking that picture was the picture. And I always wanted that picture. But I recognize that now, being on the other side of that, wow, you know, this is the work, though, that will produce the desired end result. It's, you know, being able to climb in the trenches now when it's not convenient, it's not comfortable, when the kitchen isn't very beautiful yet, you know. but recognizing that it's very, very important to get these meals so you have them with you. Once you cook these meals and you pack them up, now when you leave the house, you have now eliminated the possibility of being stuck without your meal and having to go 2, 3, 4, 6 hours before eating again. There's a certain amount of work that we really do have to take on ourselves and not expect for someone to do for you. The best coaches, the best supplement company like Muscle Meds, the best product you can ever have available to you will be of little resource to you if you're not able to do what work is required of you when it's time to do it. All right, we got sprinkle some broccoli in here, 3 ounces there. Only takes about 2 or 3 minutes in the microwave. Your cold vegetables, you know, they can be string beans, they can be asparagus, broccoli. I can put another 4 ounces of chicken breast in here. With this, I can add a half a sweet potato. Sweet potato I can have either in the oven now, baking, or I can have in my microwave for 9 minutes. I can put 4 sweet potatoes in the microwave. Give them 9 minutes, depending on how big they are. But real life, real, you know, in the trenches bodybuilding means that you have to be inventive. You have to be a problem solver. You have to be able to troubleshoot, you know, because at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to stay on target with your goal. Your goals, your dreams are important to you. Your mother may love you, but she doesn't care whether or not your arms are 24 inches. She's still gonna love you. Well, maybe most moms, but, you know. But your dream of having your arms over 20 inches is your dream. So it's up to you to cultivate that, to protect it, to nurture it. So it's your responsibility to come up with ways to find out how you can eat every 2.5 hours without incident. You know, all the beginners, all the real, you know, fledgling amateurs that have grand expectations of where they'd like to go in the sport, man, you gotta develop your tools. You gotta develop the use and awareness of your instrument. You gotta develop these skills. Here, I'm not talking about focusing on how many grams of protein as much as or how many grams of carbs, or how many grams of fat. What I'm focusing on here, though, is the development of character, which speaks to your ability to follow through and start to string together days of efficient action on a very basic level in order to be able to have your food with you every day, all day, so you are able to eat on time. It keeps you and allows you to stay in an anabolic state. Now you start talking about the things that scientifically can support cellular growth and muscle repair. But if you are still working without the strength of character yet, without the ability to follow through, then all that complex conversation about those sciences will mean very, very little, will mean nothing to you if you still are not able to get up, cook your meals, pack them, have them with you, and follow through with eating them every 2.5 to 3 hours. And it was these tools that allowed me to turn around and be ready when the next level of my health came, when the next mentorship that would come along and say, hey, look, wow, you know, you've got some real talent. I want to invest in you. I want to put some time in helping you cultivate your stuff. They didn't come because you were just walking around aimlessly looking for someone to help you. There's work you got to do on your own, and you've got to be willing to bust your ass and get it done. Not have the excuses about, well, I can't because I don't know how to cook. Or I can't because I'm not a nutritionist. I gotta wait till I can save up money to pay a nutritionist, and then I'll turn pro. No, you do the things that you can do to the best of your ability. But I'm just saying this, if you got big dreams and you want to do something really big, something that's going to demand your best and all of that stuff, and you're expecting to work with, you know, some of the giant names in the bodybuilding industry. Hey, I got big dreams. I want to be Mr. Olympia one day. I want to compete in the Arnold Classic. You know what? I'll start and I'll just go get one of them big names like George Farah or Hanny Rombot or Chad Nichols. I'll get Dave Palumbo. One of those guys to help me. They'll do my diet, and life will be great after that.
Armed with his nutrition for the day, we head out.
Because now you're growing up, and you see these changes physically in the mirror every day.
Despite his intimidating look, on these streets, this gentle hulk of a man with his trademark red hoodie is a familiar sight, and he can't walk very far without being greeted by a fan or a friend.
When your support system died, kind of shut down sometimes. You know, this was one of the times that you shut down. You're like, you gave up.